Hey, how's it going? My name's Nat. Coming up on Newsbreak. Some very unusual scientific prizes. The latest from the US Open. And this incredible robot chameleon. But before we get started, why don't you hit subscribe? You might have heard of the prestigious Nobel Prizes, but have you ever heard of the Ig Nobels? They're also an annual award, but they're given to research that first makes you laugh and then makes you think.
Eureka! That's it! The best way to transport a rhinoceros is to dangle it upside down from a helicopter. I knew it!
This isn't a joke. It's real Ig Nobel award-winning research. Every year since 1991, a magazine called the Annals of Improbable Research have awarded Ig Nobel Prizes in categories like entomology, peace, and physics. It's all about giving awards to research that first makes you laugh,
That's funny.
but then makes you think.
But what if...
First, there was a study that looked at different species of bacteria that lived in discarded chewing gum in different countries around the world.
Right, have a look.
Then, scientists in America found that humans might have evolved beards to protect themselves from punches to the face.
Actually look pretty tough.
Then there's the matter of the rhino.
Why are we hanging rhinos upside down, Mark and Pete?
Actually, I'll tell you. Basically, these rhinos needed to be moved to safer areas, and researchers found, by looking at a bunch of physical responses, that the best way to do it is to hang them upside down. All the winners take home 10 trillion Zimbabwean dollars, which is worth nothing. And also this printable trophy.
Hey, you all have your prize?
Victorians in regional areas woke up to some new freedoms today. COVID lockdown restrictions have eased, and while people are now allowed to leave home, it's not quite business as usual. Restaurants and cafes can't have more than 10 indoor diners. Schools are reopening for face-to-face learning next week, but only if you're in prep to grade 2 or year 12. Over the border, some parts of New South Wales will be coming out of lockdown tomorrow as well.
We're going out for dinner, yes! Yes.
All right, now it's time to check out the next instalment of Centre Court. Leela's made-up tennis teenage drama about the very real teenagers taking over this year's US Open. Take it away, Leela.
Previously on Centre Court, Leylah Fernandez and Emma Raducanu moved one step closer to making history, winning their quarterfinal matchups. Today, their biggest test to date, the semi-finals of the US Open. Leylah put the pressure on Aryna Sabalenka, and it showed. Sabalenka fought hard herself, but Fernandez showed she can keep her cool even under pressure. In the final set, Sabalenka served 2 double faults back-to-back, and then Fernandez finished her off, winning the game in 3 sets, 7-6, 4-6, 6-4. The 19-year-old is now a US Open finalist. So how did she do it?
I have no idea.
And then it was time for Emma Raducanu to take to the court with Maria Sakkari. The 150th ranked Raducanu breezed through the first set. And while Sakkari fought back, she couldn't defeat the teenager, who won in straight sets, 6-1, 6-4.
I'm in the final and I can't actually believe it. Thanks for everyone.
Ooh, looks like we're in for an epic match when these two verse each other in the final.
It's cold in here, but it needs to be, to keep the engines cool and him. Welcome to the Age of Metal.
This is the world's most powerful magnet. Researchers at this massive power plant in France say magnets like these can help us produce a lot of clean energy with the help of nuclear fusion. This one measures in at almost 20 meters long and 4 meters wide. After being buried for centuries, this massive bronze mask from China has been dug up and restored. It's the largest one they've found at this dig site, where they've unearthed an assortment of other artifacts made of ivory and bronze. And finally, researchers in South Korea have developed a robot that can change its skin color, kinda like a chameleon. The skin uses a special ink that changes color based on the temperature and is controlled by teeny tiny heaters. Well, that's all the news we've got for you today. In the meantime, don't forget you can always hit subscribe. Apparently, only 35% of you watching right now are subscribed. Let's change that. Let's make it 36. See you on Monday.